Okay, I just finished doing the video with you guys for doing the frequency distribution function using the batch function with the histogram. Let me show you what I did when I went through and edited a little bit. I added on the title and then the names for the title for the axes. What we want to go through and do now is to go and create a clustered histogram where the columns are split apart into a bunch of columns by the number of bedrooms that we have. So I added on these extra rows, and we're going to do a frequency function for all of the one-bedroom houses, the two-bedroom houses, the three-bedroom houses, and whatnot throughout the data set. So let's go up to the top of the spreadsheet, and we're looking at the prices, and we want to get all of these, and the number, we're focusing on the number of beds now. We're looking at, want to get all the three-bedroom houses together and all the four-bedroom houses together. And so what we're going to do is we're going to sort the data out all together. So we're going to highlight the whole data set all the way down to row 851, not including the frequency distribution stuff that we've done. Oops, 851, keep going. There we go. All the way over to column V. All right. So we're highlighting the whole data set. And then what we want to do is we want to sort it so that each row stays together, and we're just going to move the rows around so that we've got all of the three bedrooms together, all of the four bedrooms together, all of the five-bedroom houses are together, and so on. So we're going to go through and sort the data. So under Home, way over on the right-hand side, there's Sort and Filter. We're going to click on the down arrow there. That gives me extra options. And because we're going to try and keep each row together, we're going to do what's called a custom sort. So we've got different options here, and we're going to go and sort by column. And I included the top row so that I could keep the labels, and we want to sort by the number of beds. And then they'll sort by the values from smallest to largest. If I wanted to add another layer, I could then go and sort the houses by price within that. If you're going and looking at the data, so you want to say you're looking at houses that you wanted to buy and you had this data set and you wanted to have a three-bedroom house, but maybe you might want to do a four-bedroom house, but mostly you think you're looking at three-bedroom houses. You might want to do a sort where you're looking at all of the three-bedroom houses all together, and then you sort it by price after that. Anyway, and if there are other things that you're interested, you could sort by square footage or whatever else that you wanted to go through and do. But with our frequency distribution, we're only looking at sorting the data by looking at things. And now we've got all of these one bedrooms together, all of the two bedroom houses together, all the three bedroom houses. So we're going to go back and put the frequency patch function using the prices, but only for the one bedroom houses in the column for one beds. So now we're going to go and put the frequency batch function in here. So we're going to go through and put in formulas, insert function, frequency. We're going to pick our bins to be the same bins that we've had all along. And then we're going to go and back up and edit our frequency. So we're going to go and look at the one-bedroom houses. So we're again looking at the price column, C's, but only those that match up with the one-bedroom houses. And then hit enter. And before we finish that off, the last step is we're going to hold down a Control-Shift and hit the Enter key all at once. And then we enter in all of those cells all at once, that frequency function. Doing the exact same thing, insert frequency, frequency function, data array is going to be all of these cells, just like we've done before. Wait a second, make sure I get all the right cells highlighted again. Then we're going to go back and do the same thing for all of the two-bedroom houses. So I'm going to start looking at the beginning of the two-bedroom houses, take the prices for the two-bedroom houses all the way down until I see the end of the threes. There's the threes. So that's going to be entered in, that's correct. Hold down Control-Shift and hit Enter, and that puts in the two-bedroom houses. Repeating this process over and over again. Let me do just one more, and then I'll stop and restart the video in a second after having done some more, so you don't have to watch through the tedium of it all. There's the frequency batch function. We're again doing the three-bedroom houses, putting in the bins, then going back and look at the data array. We're going to look for all the three-bedroom houses. So we're looking for where the three bedrooms start and where they stop. So I'll go until I see a 2 on the next column over. And 3 is the most of them, so there's a lot of them. Keep going. Oh, we got some 2s. So then we're going to go all the way to there, hit enter, and then Control Shift down, and then hit enter, and then we've got the next column in, and I'll sit down and I'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back, and what I've gone through and done is I've done columns 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms, and 6 bedrooms, and now we want to go through and create a histogram with those as my frequencies. So we're going to go under Insert, Column Chart, and this is why we're going through and using the clustered columns. What you end up seeing is in each class you have a bunch of height boxes for each of the different categories, from 1 bedroom all the way to 6 bedroom, color coded. Now we have to go through and edit the data a little bit, in that we need to go and change the X values because they're listed as 1 through 19 rather than what the bins were. And then we're going to go through and edit a few more things when we're done. But for now, if I right click on any box, it says select data. We end up listing all of the different values. We're going to go and edit the X coordinates and change the range to be those values from there. And then I'm going to click OK. I'm going to type in the word more here so that you can see where those are going to be. And then we need to go through and set the gaps equal to 0. So we're going to format data series and set that to 0 for the series overlaps, and then pull the gaps to 0, and then we're pretty darn close to being done. So, oops, where did I just get that? Let me just drag this over here so they're side by side. So here what we have is the 2 different charts, and notice here each class has all of the values. Those are now broken apart into how many 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, and 5 bedrooms that you end up having. Now for this particular chart that we have here, notice you can't really see the 1 bedrooms and the 6 bedrooms. So if I want to get rid of those, I can go and select the data parts, go here and remove that set, the 6 bedrooms, remove those, and the chart's a little bit easier to read this way, with just the ones where there's a bit more that you can go through and see. So if you go through and look at the distribution that you have for the houses, it's sort of skewed to the right a little bit with one big large class at the end, a lot of outliers there. But here what you end up having is you can see that here are most of the 2-bedroom houses, and then the 3-bedroom houses, here's the bulk of them, and then the 4-bedroom houses, and then the 5-bedroom houses are spread out, and then the 6-bedroom houses are a bit more over to this side. So you have more information if you have a clustered histogram like this for. So hope this helps. Good luck and take care.